Joseph Francois Jean was charged with one count of capital murder on Wednesday, April 14, 2010. In this news story, Lieutenant Eric Freed of the Baytown Police Department addresses the case.
I'm Lieutenant Eric Freed with the Baytown Police Department. I'm going to be sharing with you the press release regarding the horrific deaths of Chelsea Lang and Ashley Johnson. The fire that was started intentionally last Sunday took these lives prematurely, and their families are grieving.
Help us,
we have spoken with the families and passed on our condolences.
I know we can't bring them back, but we need closure.
The press release I'm about to read to you was sent out this morning to media agencies, and I'll share that with you now. On April 11th at approximately 7 a.m., a 911 call was received by Baytown Communications regarding a fire in the 700 block of Lloyd Lane. A motorist passing by saw smoke and flames coming from a home, and this motorist called 911. Our fire department did an outstanding job quickly responding to the scene and fought the fire for a short while. While our firefighters were inside of the residence doing their jobs, they located the bodies of these two young girls. It was obvious to our firefighters that there was arson present. Arson is simply the intentional act of fire, and as a result of that, our arson investigators and Baytown police detectives were summoned to the scene and began a homicide investigation. The Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences positively identified these two girls as Chelsea Lang and Ashley Johnson, both 17 and both students and living in Baytown. The preliminary autopsies report that Ashley Johnson died from blunt force trauma to the head, and Ashley Lang died from a combination of blunt force trauma and smoke inhalation. On Monday, detectives interviewed a person of interest, Joseph Francois Jean. Jean is the ex-boyfriend of Chelsea Lang's mother, Victoria Wiley. Jean was a person of interest due to having an argument with Miss Wiley early Sunday morning in a Houston area bar. During the interview, he denied any wrongdoing. On Tuesday, Jean's parole officer was aware of the altercation that happened the night prior and issued a parole revocation warrant. We spoke with Jean again on Tuesday in a second interview, and also served the warrant on him for the parole violation. So he was in our Baytown City Jail on Tuesday afternoon. Detectives continued their investigation and were able to establish that Joseph Jean was at the scene of the crime. We were able to do that through eyewitness testimony. In the meantime, we had recovered what we believe to be the murder weapon, along with a gas can, and we have identified that that bat does belong to Joseph Jean. And we had also spoken with a friend of Jean's that had told us Jean had confessed to him that he had started the fire. So we were already at the level of probable cause and ready to file a charge, but we wanted to give Joseph Jean another opportunity to tell us his side of the story. So yesterday, Wednesday, we conducted another interview with Mr. Jean, at which time he confessed to the crimes. Our police detectives charged Joseph Francois Jean of Baytown, born June 25th of 72, with one count of capital murder. Jean was processed and transported to the Harris County Jail, where he was being held without bond. I do appreciate all the tips that I've received through Baytown Crime Stoppers, the Houston area Crime Stoppers, telephone calls we've gotten. That only helps our case. We want to thank the fire department, our police investigators, and the community for the assistance we have, and hopefully we can get to some semblance of normalcy in the city. Thank you.